Growing up, societal norms were clear. Bodies are private, meant to be concealed beneath layers of fabric. Yet, I recall fleeting glimpses of uninhibited freedom, kids splashing naked in sprinklers, the unselfconscious joy of a baby's bare bottom. These images, though quickly dismissed, left me pondering. Why the shame? Why the secrecy surrounding something as natural as our own skin? These questions lingered in the back of my mind, dormant but never entirely forgotten. Like seeds buried deep within the earth, they awaited the right conditions to sprout and grow. Years later, a serendipitous encounter fanned the embers of my curiosity. While vacationing, I stumbled upon a secluded beach, a hidden gem tucked away from the bustling tourist traps. As I approached, a wave of surprise washed over me. Families were lounging, children were playing, all gloriously, unapologetically nude. Their comfort was palpable, their laughter infectious. It was a scene of pure joy, devoid of self-consciousness, a stark contrast to the carefully curated beaches I was accustomed to. This chance encounter planted a seed, a longing for that same uninhibited freedom. Fueled by curiosity and a yearning for liberation, I decided to take the plunge. It wasn't a decision I made lightly. For years, I had been intrigued by the idea of nudism, but societal norms and personal insecurities held me back. The thought of shedding not just my clothes, but also my inhibitions was both terrifying and exhilarating. I researched nudist resorts, meticulously combing through reviews, searching for a welcoming environment for a first-timer. I wanted a place where I could feel safe and accepted, a community that embraced the philosophy of body positivity and freedom. I read countless testimonials, highlighting the ones that resonated with my own fears and hopes. The day arrived, and with a mix of trepidation and excitement, I drove to my destination. The journey felt surreal, as if I was heading towards a new chapter of self-discovery. The scenic route did little to calm my nerves, but it gave me time to reflect on why I was doing this. Stepping out of my car, I felt a wave of vulnerability wash over me. The reality of my decision hit me hard. I was about to expose myself in a way I never had before. Every step towards the resort felt like a test of my resolve. This was it. I was really doing this. The entrance to the resort loomed ahead, a gateway to a world I had only imagined. I took a moment to gather my thoughts, reminding myself of the reasons that brought me here. Taking a deep breath, I reminded myself why I was here: to challenge my comfort zone, to embrace my body, to experience the freedom I had glimpsed on that secluded beach. I wanted to break free from the constraints of societal expectations and find a deeper connection with myself. As I walked towards the beach, I felt a growing sense of determination. This was more than just an adventure. It was a journey towards self-acceptance and liberation. The path ahead was uncertain, but I was ready to embrace it, one step at a time. The initial moments were the hardest. Years of societal conditioning, of equating nudity with shame, were hard to shake off. I felt exposed, vulnerable, acutely aware of every inch of my skin. Doubts crept in, whispering insidious messages of self-judgment and fear of judgment from others. But as I looked around, I saw only acceptance. People of all shapes, sizes, and ages were simply being, their bodies as diverse as the seashells scattered along the shore. No one stared, no one gawked. It was a judgment-free zone, a sanctuary from the critical gaze of the outside world. Section 5. Liberation through vulnerability, embracing my body. As the day progressed, something remarkable happened. I began to notice the small, beautiful details around me. The way the sunlight danced on the leaves, the gentle rustling of the trees, and the symphony of birds singing in the distance. The self-consciousness began to melt away, replaced by a sense of liberation I had never known before. It was as if a heavy weight had been lifted off my shoulders, allowing me to breathe freely and deeply. The sun warmed my skin, its golden rays wrapping me in a comforting embrace. The breeze caressed my body, whispering secrets of the earth and sky, reminding me of my connection to the natural world. And for the first time, I felt truly comfortable in my own skin. I stood there, arms outstretched, feeling the pulse of life coursing through me. It was a profound realization. My body, in its natural state, was not something to be hidden or ashamed of. It was a part of me, a beautiful, integral part of who I am. It was a vessel of strength, a source of pleasure, and a testament to the miracle of life. Every scar, every curve, Every imperfection told a story of resilience and survival. I began to touch my skin with appreciation, feeling the texture and warmth, acknowledging the journey it had been through. I felt empowered, beautiful, free. In that moment, I danced, not for anyone else, but for myself. I danced to celebrate my body, my spirit, and the unbreakable bond between them. Section 6. A community of acceptance. Finding my tribe. One of the most unexpected joys of my journey into nudism was the discovery of a welcoming and supportive community. I found kindred spirits, individuals who embraced body positivity, challenged societal norms, and celebrated the freedom that came with being comfortable in their own skin. We shared stories, laughed together, and supported each other on our individual journeys of self-acceptance. It was a space where judgment was replaced with empathy, where vulnerability was met with understanding, and where differences were celebrated. Section 7. Shedding layers, unveiling confidence, a transformation. As I continued to explore nudism, I noticed a shift within myself. The confidence I felt in my own skin began to permeate other areas of my life. I felt more assertive, more comfortable expressing my opinions, more willing to step outside my comfort zone. It was as if shedding my clothes had also shed layers of insecurity and self-doubt. I was finally embracing my true self, flaws and all, and it was liberating. Section 8. Beyond the body, the joy of uninhibited connection. Nudism, I discovered, was about much more than just being naked. It fostered a sense of connection, both with oneself and with others, that was raw, authentic, and deeply fulfilling. Stripped of the superficial barriers of clothing and societal expectations, interactions felt more genuine, more meaningful. Conversations flowed freely, laughter came easily, and there was a sense of shared humanity that transcended physical appearance. It was a refreshing change from the often superficial nature of interactions in the clothed world. Section 9. Advocating for acceptance, challenging preconceptions. As I became more comfortable with my own nudism, I felt a responsibility to challenge the misconceptions and stigma surrounding it. I began to speak openly about my experiences, sharing the joy and liberation I had found, hoping to broaden perspectives and promote understanding. It wasn't always easy. I encountered skepticism, judgment, and even ridicule. But for every negative reaction, there were countless others who were curious, open-minded, and even inspired by my story. Section 10. Nudism as self-care, a sanctuary for the soul. In a world that constantly bombards us with images of unattainable beauty standards, nudism became my sanctuary, a space where I could simply be. It was a place where I could strip away the layers of societal expectations and just exist in my most natural form. It was a form of self-care, a way to reconnect with my body, to feel every breath, every heartbeat, and to understand that my body is a vessel of life, not just an object to be judged. To appreciate its strength and beauty, to see the scars and marks as stories of my journey, and to honor the resilience that my body has shown through the years, and to find peace in my own skin. It was liberating to stand in my own truth, to feel the weight of the world lift off my shoulders, and to embrace myself fully. Surrounded by nature, feeling the sun on my skin, the warmth that felt like a gentle hug from the universe, the wind in my hair, whispering secrets of the earth, reminding me of the interconnectedness of all life, I found a sense of grounding and tranquility that eluded me in the hustle and bustle of everyday life. It was a moment to pause, to breathe, and to be present in the here and now. It was a reminder that true beauty lies not in conforming to external standards, but in the authenticity of our existence, in the stories our bodies tell, and in the love we show ourselves, but in embracing our authentic selves. In those moments of nudism, I found a sanctuary for my soul, a place where I could heal, grow, and truly be at peace with who I am. Section 11. A journey of liberation, embracing authenticity. My journey to embracing nudism has been a transformative one. It has been a journey of self-discovery, of challenging societal norms, of finding liberation in vulnerability, and of discovering the beauty of the human form in all its diversity. It has taught me to love and appreciate my body, to find confidence in my own skin, and to connect with others on a deeper, more meaningful level. It has been a journey of embracing my authentic self, and it is a journey that continues to unfold with each passing day.